Lead is 9, 77-68.
Plenty of time for New York, but you need efficiency offensively.
Battle, wild shot. Missed everything.
Yeah, important to keep your composure. Stay with what you do best offensively. Instead, the 15th foul on New York, and it will be free throws from here on out for the Minnesota Lynx on any New York foul.
So the Lynx, who shoot free throws very well, 76% have a chance to put some distance between them and the Liberty. They lead by 11.
But New York has the opportunity on that last offensive possession to bring it to 7 or 6, and they don't really get the shot that they're looking for. Now the ball goes the other way, and it's Minnesota extending the lead.
Lisa Willis has been quiet tonight. She's capable of shooting from outside. Obviously this season, 44% from outside the arc. She's been on the bench. Liberty now under 5 minutes to go, still down by 13. Moore, kick out, Battle, jumper, no. Carson has the board.
Hard hedge out on that high screen.
And they tried to post up Jackson, but it's deflected out of bounds by Anasicki. 11 seconds to shoot, only 4:17 left in the ball game. The Liberty have won 6 in a row over Minnesota, dating back to 2005. That streak is in jeopardy now. Battle, McCarville down the baseline. The kick out to Moore, and that one is just grazed off the rim. And with 4 minutes to go, the Lynx have the ball and a 13-point lead.
Minnesota taking their time.
Wiggins down the baseline, fouled by Carson. Two rookies who really look like they've been around a little bit in this league. Playing in just their 13th game, 12th game for Carson in the WNBA. Wiggins wastes no time at the free throw line. Gets it, shoots it.
So according to the official book, Shamika Christian has fouled out of the ball game, so we will not be seeing her again in this game. And what a superb game she had shooting the basketball. 20 points, 6 of 10, 3 of 7, 5 of 7 from the foul line.
Scoreboard had only 4 fouls, but there were 5. So the Liberty will have to go without Christian the rest of the way. 3:34 to go, and they trail by 15, 82-67.
And Minnesota leaving the door open with all this fouling. Opportunities at the free throw line by New York will present opportunities for some full court pressure to try to get some steals. Just the 14th foul on Minnesota, though. No foul shots yet.
So Carson, McCarville, Jackson, Moore, and Battle right now. Moore ran down the offensive rebound. They're just looking for offense somewhere. Battle lost it, and Harding has it. Wiggins in the lane, and she missed it. And loose ball foul on Minnesota. 16 turnovers now for the Liberty. Have added up to 19 points. Had only 6 at half.
4th foul on Rasmussen, the team's 5th foul, so now we will begin shooting some free throws. But a Minnesota team that had lost 5 straight, Mike, and came into this game playing with great energy, great determination. You talked in the open about the great start that they had. And Battle over the last couple games has really been putting the scoring, but putting the points on the board.
2 of those losses by Minnesota were by 1 point. They have lost 5 in a row, 6 of 7, 1 of 2 for Battle. And she has 16 points. The Liberty must have stops here as we head toward the 3-minute mark. The The Lynx came back from 16 down 10 days ago. Had a chance to win in New York. Couldn't do it. Liberty had been playing from behind all night here. They had a 2-0 lead. That was it. Rasmussen. And she has hurt the Liberty from outside. She's got 8. And a steal by Anna Sicky. And she gets a timeout called. Lynx fans enjoying this. They lead 84-68.
Percentages, when you allow a high-powered offensive team like Minnesota to shoot 60 and 47 and close to 50%, and for the ball game they're shooting 51%, 50% from three-point range, and they have made 20 of 26, right on their average from the free throw line. They are a very dynamic offensive team.
And Wiggins adds a little insult to injury as she banks it in, and Ashley Battle took a shot to the jaw.
And when New York needed it most, when they needed a run, instead it was Minnesota that went on the 8-1 run, and Candace Wiggins, who many procrastinators, I'm using the wrong, people who like to predict things, thought that she would be
prognosticators,
would be drafted by Minnesota and traded away. Boy, if you're a Minnesota fan, you have to be pleased as punch that she has stayed right here. What an addition to this Lynx team she has been.
Carson drives inside. She misses. This is the biggest lead of the game, 87-68. Carson hit hard, and she goes down hard. So the Liberty, who scrapped back, got in it, looked like they had a chance, have not had the best of fourth quarters, and they are down 87-68.
It's been a problem throughout this year in games that New York has lost. When they dig a hole early and they spend the entire game trying to get out of it, you just expend so much energy, Mike, just trying to climb the hill, and they just were never quite able to get the big basket when they needed it.
And Carson stays scoreless. Coming up, MSGNY, presented by ChevyOffers.com. Donnie Walsh on the draft, and a lot of speculation about the Knicks with that 6th pick. We'll hear from Donnie Walsh. Then Tom Rennie has some free agents to think about on the Rangers roster. Mets and Yankees highlights as well. Tom Rennie, by the way, will be joining us on Road to the Barclays, the golf show on MSG. He's got some game. MSGNY directly after the Liberty tonight. Augustus, nice feed down low. And Vanessa Hayden-Johnson is on the score sheet. She has 4. 89-68. Battle blocked. And a whistle. Now the Lynx were close in New York. They bounced all the way back, had a chance, but did not win. Here tonight, they had command from the very opening moments.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a bend in the Minnesota Lynx, but just they never broke. They never let this thing get to 5, to 4, to 3, and New York could never just get over the hump. And whether it was 7 hours sitting at JFK and not really getting here and being able to get to a walkthrough at the arena, just coming straight here and get ready for the basketball game, who knows? But New York, after the amazing win, scoring 105 points and doing the great defensive job against Phoenix, just not able to replicate the play at the Garden on Sunday.
Well, the Lynx came out with an attack style, as they do, and they kept it up for the entire 40 minutes, even when they got in a little trouble. So they had confidence in their style of play, and they got contributions from a number of players. They have 4 in double figures, 21 for Simone Augustus, 15 for Candace Wiggins. They had a major contribution from the center, Nicole Oldie. She had 14, and then 13 coming from Anna DeForge as well.
Yeah, I thought at critical junctures it was really Nicole Oldie, sort of the support staff, Oldie and DeForge, who made big plays that sort of helped carry the superstars through maybe moments where there was a little bit of a lull in their games, and that's what you need to be a good team.
Final minute and a 20-point lead for Minnesota. As the Lynx, through 12 games in their history, have been at 6-6 3 different times. They'll go to 7-6 tonight, but the future bright here in Minnesota.
They had lost 4 straight at home, 5 straight overall.
Down on the baseline and a turnover. That one is number 17. And the final seconds, final 30 seconds ticking off. Don't forget MSGNY coming up following this one tonight. And Lynx fans on their feet. They like what they see. And a late whistle. The foul called on Orlando Larkins, rookie out of North Carolina.
This is just one of those kind of games that you're going to get out of the youngest team in the league. You have just incredible highs like Sunday at the Garden, and you come back and you have a game like this, and it's being able to find a place that's a little more even. It's been a very up and down season for New York, and they just have not really found their stride yet, where they have a consistent game in and game out, where they don't dig themselves these big holes that they're trying to dig out of.
Well, they're back to 500 after this one. And it's 91-69, a 14-2 run here in the final minutes by Minnesota. Jackson trying to deal it down low, and that's a turnover, number 19.
The turnovers have been very, very costly against a Lynx team that takes advantage of mistakes.
And it's over. The Lynx winning it 91-69.